If it were you, you're gonna regret it.
You can't make Jilly fall in love with you.
Sit back and watch.
When I left this place last time, I was dangerous. Be warned, I haven't changed.
You utter bitch.
No, if I was to shoot a low-down thief like you.
Blood is thicker than vitriol, darling.
You will get better, won't you, Dad?
Who put the snake in the Garden of Eden?
Good morning, madam.
Morning, Michael.
Your breakfast is served on the veranda.
I'll be there in a minute. The paper?
It's on the table.
Thanks.
I've had nothing to do with it. I lived in the country. You know all about snakes. I haven't been out of my room all morning. I've stayed out of your way like you told me. I remember now. You're terrified of snakes. I remember that time on the farm. Shut up! Whoever did it, I hope they try harder next time.
If it were you, you're gonna regret it.
She wouldn't have the guts.
Jake?
Maybe. But it's not his style. No, if the police are looking for suspects, maybe it's time to make that bastard sweat a little.
Let's understand each other, Mrs. Stewart. I don't give a damn where you buy your clothes. You're an ex-con. So is she. So you can drop this lady of the manor bit and give us some straight answers.
Someone's trying to kill me. That's straight enough.
With a snake that then disappeared.
They hide, don't they?
Reptiles seem drawn to Eden. Snakes, crocodiles, and swimming pools. First the late Stephanie Harper, and now you. Maybe it runs in the family.
I want to know what you're going to do about it.
We've searched the area. There's no sign of a snake. Maybe it was all in your mind, Mrs. Stewart. I hear you were a real mess when you were inside.
I didn't imagine it.
Well, she didn't see it. Amazing what brings these delusions on, like a guilty conscience. I'm still very interested in what happened to your sister, Jilly. She didn't strike me as the type to commit suicide. Haven't quite closed the book on that yet. I'd get rid of your social secretary if I were you. She lowers the tone.
Pigs. I want the house searched for that snake. Thank God you were there. Why did you come back anyway?
Looking for a second chance. This is no time to be on your own, Jilly.
Yeah, yes. Maybe you're right. For now.
So we don't have to do anything about Aunt Jilly. Someone is doing it for us.
It wasn't funny for me, Dennis.
I'm sorry. It's just thought of that snake curled up beside Aunt Jilly's boiled egg.
I'm frightened. They think it was me. And that woman that Jilly has with her, well, she's capable of anything.
Well, she'd have to be good to outdo Jilly. Why don't you come and stay at the townhouse with us?
Would Dan want that?
Well, I can't see him objecting.
Well, I'm his patient. At least I will be when I can afford it.
Is the operation such a big deal?
I'd rather not talk about it.
Of course. I just want you to know that if you meet the right sort of guy, that sort of thing won't matter.
Dennis, I tried to phone Sarah. Do you know where she is?
She won't leave the hospital, mate.
Hospital?
It's Tom. Haven't you heard?
Dennis just told me about you and Tom. He told me everything. About you not knowing he was your half-brother.
Please.
Sarah?
Tom? Tom, it's Mum.
Sarah? I told you. They're all wrong. It's gonna be all right for us.
What's he saying?
At least he's conscious. Do you still love him?
I've just left him with Bill and Rena. There's no change.
Sweetheart, you look exhausted. You're not doing Tom any good putting yourself through
I
this.
can't leave. Not until I know he's better. He will get better, won't he, Dan?
I can't promise that, Sassy.
Dan has worked miracles to bring the boy this far. He couldn't be in better hands.
Dr. Phillps and Dr. Brooks to casualty. Dr. Phillps and Dr. Brooks.
Dan, he's coming round.
Sarah?
Get some assistance, will you? Bill, I need you and Rena to wait outside, please.
Of course.
Sister Bernadette. Sister Bernadette. The truth, Sarah. I got the truth.
Why did Dan send you out of the room?
Medical procedure, Sarah.
Bill, there's something wrong. Dan.
Now, Tom's condition has deteriorated. He's in a coma. I'm sorry.
Tom!
Dave Wells, where does he fit in?
He found me after the crocodile attack. Nursed me back to life. Not that I cared too much about living at the time. I didn't know who I was, so he called me Tara, after an old girlfriend who'd shot through to Mount Isa and married a butcher. When I left, he gave me a small fortune in opals to fight my way back. I took his name with me. That's how Tara Wells was born.
Well, I'll be damned. That husband of yours, he did a good job. Where is he?
Later.
What's that?
A friend.
If you say so, Tara, step aboard.
No mass sackings, no panic. I want people to feel their job is secure.
Are you getting soft? Profits are dropping.
Yes, yes, but I want the feeling that business is as usual. Don't you ever knock.
I want a word with you, in private.
I'm busy. What do you want?
A job.
I can't see you doing shorthand or typing.
It's not quite what I had in mind. General manager will do.
Ha! Having a seat on the board has gone to your head, hasn't it? Go and play with something dangerous, Jilly.
You're the one playing with something dangerous, Jake.
Oh, yes. Look, I know you blackmailed your way onto the board, but the fact that I'm Greg Marsden's brother isn't worth much more mileage, you know.
Oh, I think with this it is.
What's this?
You can read the fine print later. It's a sworn statement by Olive Down, detailing how you employed her in 2 separate attempts on Stephanie Harper's life.
You bitch. She'd be putting a rope round her own neck if the police got hold of this.
Nevertheless, there is a certain detective who doesn't believe that Stephanie committed suicide. He'd love to be handed a suspect on a plate, and naturally, Olive would be long gone.
The police will never buy that.
Want to take the risk? Once they learn who your late, great brother was?
I suppose you got copies of this in all the right places.
Oh, yes. In case of accidents. Well, am I the new general manager?
You couldn't handle it.
I can handle anything I choose. I am Stephanie's sister, after all. You weren't really thinking of saying no, were you?
I wouldn't do that, son. You might finish up with a manicure right up your elbows.
I always knew I'd make it mine. Permanently.
General manager, seat on the board, whatever next.
You're being very tolerant.
Have dinner with me tonight.
What?
I want you to have dinner with me tonight. I may even say please.
All right. But I don't trust you.
Very wise.
This memo you sent me, it's some sort of sick joke, isn't it?
No, no, no. Jilly's the new general manager at Harper's.
We'll be a laughing stock.
Put up or shut up, Dennis. Do I have your resignation in protest?
Tonight at 8. I'll send the car.
I hear you had a little adventure at breakfast this morning. Take my advice, Jilly. Give the snakes a break.
You're dismissed. Thank you.
Let her get away with this and you'll completely undermine your own credibility. In the long term, it could cost us millions.
For a start, she's not making any major decisions. Secondly, she's not going to be there for long. Trust me.
Give me a reason.
All right. Jilly has a weakness. She fell passionately in love with my brother Greg, so much so that she murdered him rather than lose him.
So?
So, if she can fall for him, she can fall for me. I can make it happen.
You can't make Jilly fall in love with you.
Sit back and watch.
Bill's just taken Rena home. I think you should go too. If there's any change, we'll let you know.
Before the relapse, when he regained consciousness, did he say anything?
Nothing that made any sense. Go on, Sas. Angelo's still waiting for you.
Angelo? I thought he'd left hours ago.
Dennis.
Check those figures, please, Hillary. I've said all I have to say to you.
More than you intended. Practically an admission of guilt.
Do you think I planted that stake?
Dennis, a complete and detailed report on your department, including all figures current to 5 o'clock this afternoon, on my desk in the morning. Please.
To do that, I'll have to work all night.
The thought had occurred to me. Did you have something to say? Hillary?
No, Mrs. Stewart.
Aren't you going to congratulate me on my new appointment?
Of course. Congratulations.
Oh, by the way, you're sacked. I've informed personnel. Have a nice day.
What do you think? Have I been a fool?
Well, maybe, girl. But I can see why. Family's everything. You can respect a good enemy, but it's relatives that slip the arsenic into your beer.
I intend looking after her.
I reckon that fire could do with a bit more wood.
Oh, Dave, I felt like a fly caught in a web. I couldn't move, couldn't think. I knew it'd be different up here with you. I do love you, you old bastard.
Well, that fella reckons you need looking after. But it's not like it was first time, Tara. And I reckon you've got it in you to sort yourself out.
What's going through that mind of yours?
I was thinking about my children, wondering how they're coping, what I'm putting them through.
No second thoughts, Steph. Think long term. And no silly phone calls or telegrams. Mind you, All you'd get round here would be an Aborigine with a message stick. When you're dead and buried back there, that'll be the time to strike. And you won't be alone.
Let go of me. When I left this place last time, I was dangerous. Be warned, I haven't changed.
Dan?
There's no change. If there is a hospital phone here.
Give the man a break, Sass.
Dinner's almost ready.
Drink?
Thanks.
I'll have to eat and run, Sass. Dear Aunt Jilly has put the screws on me. I'll have to work all night. She'd love me to resign. But no way. It's not what Mum would have wanted.
I just hope to God that Jake and Jilly have the common decency to stay away from that memorial service tomorrow.
Don't count on it. Jilly thinks someone's trying to kill her.
Who'd want to do a thing like that?
I can't imagine.
Getting rid of Hillary was a good move. She was part of the old regime. But wield your axe judiciously, Jilly. Don't rock the boat.
I thought you'd be furious.
Oh, I can't stay mad with you for long, Jilly.
Why waste a perfectly good evening taking me out to dinner?
Why did you accept?
Curiosity. It was your turn to counter punch. I wondered what you'd try.
Oh, dear, oh, dear, oh, dear. Cynicism spoils appetites, doesn't it? Let's just sit down and relax and enjoy dinner.
Tell me something. Why are you being so nice to me?
You probably wouldn't believe me if I told you.
No? But tell me anyway.
The other morning, when I had my hands around your neck, I wanted to kill you. Yes. But I also wanted to hold you.
You honestly expect me to believe that?
No. No, it's too late. We're both being driven by something that's out of control. For the last 24 hours, I've kept asking myself, what if we'd met without those obsessions that haunt the issue? You asked.
Angelo.
I know it's late, but I saw the lights on and I'm...
Dan's asleep. Come in.
You should be in bed yourself after what you've been through today.
I couldn't sleep. Do you want some coffee?
No, thanks. Sarah, I need to talk to you about Tom.
That has nothing to do with you, Angelo.
It has everything to do with me. Are you in love with Tom?
I can't be.
And me? How do you feel about me?
I like you very much.
Well, that's enough for me. Things can grow stronger with time, can't they? I'm in love with you, Sarah. I want to marry you.
Even knowing about me and Tom?
Yes.
I'm not thinking straight at the moment.
I can't bear seeing you sad, Sarah.
I need time.
Eden's a lonely place these days.
I have hired help.
It's not the same as the real thing.
Just because I refuse to believe you're in love with me doesn't mean I'm not going to invite you to stay the night. For old time's sake.
won't stay.
What?
I want more than this. If you don't believe I'm in love with you, then I'll just have to live with it. But I won't settle for second best. Good night.
You should have let me know. I'd have ordered violins.
Oh, do shut up, Olive.
Hired help. So that's where I stand, is it?
You're here because I let you stay, and don't you forget.
You wouldn't have Jake Sanders over a barrel if I hadn't signed that statement.
Save your whining for tomorrow. I'm tired.
I watched you tonight. You let him twist you.
I'm letting him try. It keeps him where we want him. And I said I'm tired. Now get the hell out of here.
Well, little Miss Scarface.
Leave me alone.
I think it's about time you found somewhere else to live.
That's up to Jilly.
Oh, really? The world is full of accidents, Jessica. Find somewhere else to live.
What's wrong? The snake! It's there! It's in my bed! Oh, God, it was touching me! There, get it, quick!
What are you doing? It's non-poisonous. Some people keep them as pets.
Kill it!
Get out of the room and close the door. I'll take care of it.
Olive! Call the police!
This better not be another wild goose snake hunt, Mrs. Stewart.
Somebody's trying to kill me. Probably the same person who tried to kill my sister.
Show us.
So, where is it?
I'm sorry, Jilly. I couldn't find it.
What are you talking about? What have you done with it?
There's no snake here.
You had it in your hands.
Be quiet, Mrs. Stewart. You're the niece?
Phillip's niece.
What's been happening here?
I was coming up the stairs when I heard Jilly scream. I ran up here. She was hysterical, screaming about a snake. I got her out of the room and said I'd look for it.
Mrs. Stewart says you saw the snake. You picked it up.
Are you kidding? Pick up a snake? Huh, no thanks. There's no snakes here.
You lying little bitch!
I told you to be quiet.
I didn't see it. I'm sorry, Jilly. You'd already closed the door.
Come on, tell him the truth.
I am! You must have had a nightmare or something.
Oh, we're wasting our time here.
She's lying.
Next time you see snakes in your bed, Mrs. Stewart, don't call us. Call a psychiatrist.
It was you all along, wasn't it?
No, but I wish it had been. The police don't believe you now, do they? They won't come running again. And next time, with a bit of luck, whoever is trying to get you might play for keeps.
You get your things. You get out of here. Now!
She threw me out. It all happened so quickly, I didn't know where else to go.
It's cool, Jess. Here, I'll put your things in the spare room.
I'll accept the bed for tonight. I won't stay if it's inconvenient.
No, I want you to stay. Really, you should have come to us in the first place. I had a feeling that Jilly would turn you out sooner or later.
I know I've been childish, but I've been so scared. I thought I had to get back somehow.
There's no need to be frightened now.
You're all set up.
Thank you.
Sass, you didn't have to get up just to welcome me back from the salt mines. Hello, Jessica. What are you doing here?
She's been thrown out into the snow. Yet another incident at Eden.
Somebody doesn't want to give up, do they? Anyway, you're better off here. One of the family. At last. The thing I want to know is... who put the snake in the Garden of Eden?
I don't care whether you saw it or not. You could have lied.
I couldn't think straight.
Since when did the cops give you the shakes?
Since I signed that statement to help you blackmail Jake. If the cops get their paws on that, I'm dead meat. Well, don't start accusing me. If I walk out now, you've got no one to watch your back. You shouldn't have let Jessica go. I'd have got the truth out of her.
You're about as subtle as a head-on collision, Olive. Jessica didn't plant that snake.
She must have.
Why give herself away? No, Dennis is our most likely suspect. And I'm going to make him wish he'd never been born. Did you check the room?
It's clean.
I'm going to bed. I want to look my best tomorrow for dear Sister Stephanie's memorial service. After all, I don't get many treats these days. So few people, Dan. Stephanie's popularity must have slipped.
This ceremony was for her closest friends and her family. I don't think you qualify on either count.
Blood is thicker than vitriol, darling. I see you've taken little Jessica under your wing. Careful, it bites.
Excuse me.
You've got a nerve.
How do you like the dress, Dennis? Had it dry cleaned after Phillps' funeral. I must have known something.
You might be able to wear it again, if whoever is after you gets lucky.
I think we both know who that is. Enjoy yourself. This might be the last day you were happy. I was so sorry to hear about Tom. How is he?
He's in a coma.
First the mother, then the son. There must be Greek blood in this family, the way fate keeps striking people down. I hope there are no hard feelings about my taking your job, Bill.
To grab power the way you did, Jilly, requires a certain amount of rat cunning. But to actually do things demands talent and tact, both of which you're sadly lacking. The business community is already regarding your appointment as a joke.
A little floral tribute to my new general manager.
Get rid of them. I'm not in the mood for your games.
She hates the flowers. So what do I do now? Maybe this.
Now what?
The deed to Tara's. You've always wanted it. And now it's yours. With my love. No strings, Jilly. Think about it.
Flowers, properties. What are you going to give Jilly next? Money? She'll take it all and laugh in your face, just like she did last night.
Do you fish, Anton?
Fish?
Do you know what burley is?
Don't change the subject.
It's titbits. It's handfuls of good things you throw into the water to attract the fish in to feed. And once they're in, then you drop the hook.
And just what kind of hook will possibly convince Jilly that you're in love with her?
I'm gonna marry the bitch.
Pick him up.
I just wanted to see them in the light.
And I suppose you haven't been going through my things.
I don't suppose you believe I was looking for a box of matches.
You're wasting your time. I don't leave the good stuff laying around. That's worth about $100. Now, if I was to shoot a low-down thief like you just for the sake of a few rocks, that'd be crazy, wouldn't it? It's not my style. That girl out there, oh, she's different. Smart as a whip and plenty of guts. Her only weakness is she cares about other people. Now, if I thought someone was trying to take advantage of her, in any way, I'd blow his damn head off and not think twice.
So would I. I'd better see how she is.
How come you know so much about business? Other girls at school were reading fashion magazines. I was reading software. But I soon found out it doesn't pay to be too smart. Men get nervous. I've lost 2 jobs like that. You feeling better?
Yes, thanks. At least better than I was earlier. Losing Mum and Tom so ill. I guess I'm emotionally strung out. Maybe I should listen to Dan.
Listen to both of us. Go to the doctor.
Well, well, my staff. As of this morning, I'm the new owner. A present from Jake.
Excuse me?
Where do you think you're going?
To write out my resignation. I'm not going to give you the satisfaction of firing me.
Oh, Cass.
It's all right, Sarah.
Well, that's one job done. Sarah?
I'll give you the keys. The place is all yours.
I want you to stay. You were the only member of the family who treated me decently when I got out of prison. I owe you for that.
You don't owe me a thing. And if you think I'm going to stand around and watch you tear to bits everything my mother created...
I'm not changing anything. Tara's is a winner. I have enough business sense to know that. I want you to stay.
Sorry to disappoint you. But at the end of the week, I go. And unless you think you can run Tara's by yourself, I suggest you ask Cassie to reconsider.
You can send me a check for what I'm owed.
Leave if you want, but it's not a very wise move. I thought you were tougher than that. You could stay here and run the place. I don't allow my personal feelings to affect business decisions, and I don't throw away talent.
I don't trust you. You probably want to keep me around to set me up somehow.
I'm not doing you any favors. I want Tara's to go on showing a profit, and by God, you'll earn your keep.
All right. All right, I'll stay. But the minute I think you're playing me for a sucker, you can shove it.
All have to make a few compromises, don't we, Tara?
What were you doing so far down the bank?
The river draws me like a magnet. I'm frightened of it, yet I can't stay away from it.
Well, those head shrinkers didn't earn the keep, did they?
No, it's not that, Dave. It's me. I have to find some strength. That's why I came up here.
Well, some people might think you're running away from your problems.
What do you think?
What I think doesn't matter. You're the one who's got to live with it.
Little Jessica. She fools everybody. Some women are natural-born thieves where men are concerned, aren't they, Cassie? I have a certain talent in that direction myself, but Jessica's very good at it, don't you think?
I'm not interested, Jilly.
She's been aiming at Dennis ever since she arrived in this town. Even when she was staying at Eden, she used to talk about it. How she intended to marry into the Harper family. Well, the truth is, she despises him.
Shut up.
Hi, Cassie.
Hi, you two.
Your dress is ready, Jessica.
I'm sorry, Sarah. I can't afford to pay for them now.
She won't let me help out.
Oh, no problem. We can arrange credit, right?
Sure. I'll see to it.
Isn't she clever? Butter wouldn't melt. She knew she could get Dennis right where she wanted him. Oh, they're not sleeping together, of course. She wouldn't dare let him see that scar. Not before she gets him down the aisle. Even passion wouldn't survive that kind of shock. Hello, Dennis.
Of course you have checked those reports I spent all night preparing for you.
No time, what with the memorial services and so forth. Jaunts to buy gear for your ladies are going to have to stop, Dennis. I expect my executives to put in a full day's work.
Jessica, you look gorgeous. Let me pay for it. The hell with owing Jilly money.
Oh, Dennis, that's sweet of you, but I can't let you do that.
Is that a loose thread?
You utter bitch.
Cass, why?
Cassie.
Jessica! Jessica, it's all right!
I don't care. Anywhere, please hurry.
I shouldn't have done that.
You're right. You shouldn't have. But you do want Dennis, don't you?
He hates me now.
Men like Dennis can always be brought round, if you know how.
What makes you think I want to be like you?
You want to play nice, and you'll always lose out to someone like Jessica. Take a little advice and be like me. A winner. Think about it. Be strong, and this could be the start of a beautiful friendship.
It was my fault as well. I reacted so badly when I saw the scar.
I just don't understand it. I mean, Jessica spent years trying to nail this trauma into place. Why would Cassie do such a thing?
Cassie fired the bullets, but you can bet your life Jilly loaded the gun. Sass, have you seen Jessica?
No.
Sarah? You all right? Darling, what's happened?
I went to my doctor like you suggested.
I thought I was just run down or something. I didn't know. Oh, Dan, I'm pregnant.
What?
It's Tom's child. Oh, God, what am I going to do?